Hi viewers, welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll see Databricks architecture, overall architecture of Databricks. Okay, so Databricks we will follow master-slave architecture, same as Hadoop. Okay, master will be cluster manager, and slaves will be worker nodes. So this is the overall architecture of Databricks. If you go to Spark website, this is the overall architecture. So every program starts with the Spark context. First step is once we execute some Spark code or Databricks program, it will go to the code will go to the driver. That is nothing but a driver program. Okay. The second step, JVM will be created in the driver. Okay, JVM nothing but a Java virtual machine. Why JVM here? So everything Spark is inbuilt on Java. Okay, based on Java. So everything, every task will be computed in the JVM only. Okay, in the third step, Spark context is created in the JVM of driver program. Third step, Spark context will be created. Okay. In the fourth step, whatever code we have written or whatever program we have submitted, that code will be converted into a graph called DAG. Okay, directed acyclic graph. Okay, directed acyclic graph. Okay, as a by the DAG scheduler. DAG scheduler will convert that code into DAG, directed acyclic graph. That is a logical plan actually. DAG is nothing but a logical plan. Whatever code you have written, what are the steps in that, what are the aggregations, joins based on that. So DAG scheduler will check the what are the pipelines, what are the transformations used in that. Based on that, it will prepare one logical plan. Okay, that is nothing but DAG. Okay, so once DAG is formed, then that DAG will be that logical plan will be converted to the physical plan by the DAG scheduler, and physical stages will be created. Okay, physical stages will be created. Okay, each job will be divided into different stages. That logical plan will DAG will be converted into physical stages. Again, that stages will be in fifth step. That stages will be passed to the task scheduler. Okay, the task scheduler, what it will do is it will divide the stages into number of tasks. Okay, each stage will be divided into number of tasks. For example, one Spark program, if you have some 4 stages, again each stage, okay, number of tasks will be there. That is the fifth step. Okay. In the sixth step, that the Spark context will talk to the cluster manager. Here if you see in sixth step, Spark context will talk to the cluster manager. So cluster manager, he is the master of this master node. Okay, master. It will behave like a master, remaining are slaves. Okay. So cluster Spark context will talk to the cluster manager, and it will ask the resources. Boss, I have these many tasks. I need worker nodes to the process the to execute the tasks. Okay. And we here the Spark will support multiple cluster managers. Okay. If you go to cluster manager types, standalone, Mesos, Hadoop yarn, Kubernetes. So in Azure Databricks, we will be using standalone cluster manager. We don't have any external cluster manager. Okay, Apache Masters, earlier it was there for to process in Hadoop, but it is depreciated, means it is no longer being used. Okay. Next, yeah, in Hadoop, if you are using Spark, then you will use in Spark Hadoop 2 and 3 if you are using. In Hadoop environment, if you are using Spark, then Yarn will be your resource manager. Okay, cluster manager. Okay, cluster manager. Okay. Next, Kubernetes. If you are using containerization, Kubernetes can act as a cluster manager. Okay. In our case, in Databricks, we will be having standalone cluster manager. Okay. So cluster manager allocate resource to execute the job. Okay. It will get the request from the Spark context, and it will based on that whatever request is coming. For that, it will check the what are the ideal nodes, and it will allocate the resources to execute the particular job. Okay. In that process, all the executors registers themselves with the driver. Okay. So whatever assigned executors are registered with they will register themselves with the driver, because driver will monitor the entire execution process. Driver should know which task at what stage. Everything driver should know. So driver worker nodes will be registered with the driver program. Okay. Okay. Driver will monitor the entire the executors. Once this is the seventh step. Okay. Cluster manager will assign the cluster manager will talk to the worker nodes, and it will assign the tasks to the worker nodes. This is seventh step. And final step, once whatever execution, whatever logic you have written, the execution is done. The actual execution will be done in the worker nodes, that is executors. Okay. Once executors are done with their work, that output will be sent back to the Spark context. So for example, based on whatever action is there in that program, for example, data frame dot show, finally you are doing show operation. So then output will be displayed in the console. If you are using that final step, we have the data set we are writing to the target like as an external file. Whatever action final target, if you are final data set if you are creating as a table, so based on whatever action you have performed, that action will be performed in the eighth step. Okay. If you have any confusion, I have written steps step by step. First step, client submit the code to the driver. Second step, JVM is created. JVM will be created. Third step, Spark context is created in the JVM driver program. Then driver convert the user code, whatever we have written, that code program will be converted into DAG. Okay, directed acyclic graph. This, what is DAG, what is stages, how stages will form, internal, again one more video will discuss clearly. This is the overall architecture, the functionality of Spark or Databricks. So not only in Azure, in any AWS also same functionality, only environment to environment, only cluster manager will change, and the execution process will not change. Okay, then DAG scheduler convert that logical plan directed acyclic graph to physical stages. Again, that physical stages will be sent to the task scheduler. Okay, and the task scheduler will create a task under each stage. Okay. So that is a different story. How stages will form, that we'll see in some other video. In the sixth step, after stages tasks are created, Spark context will talk to the cluster manager for resources. Okay, cluster manager will allocate resource to execute that particular tasks. Okay, once in eighth step, once execution is done, the results sent back to the Spark context based on the action. If action is table creation, the table will be created. If action is creating external file, okay, that file will be created, output file will be created. If action is displaying data in the console, based accordingly action will be performed. This is the overall architecture of the, okay, Azure Databricks. Not only Azure Databricks is a Databricks architecture. Everywhere it is the same. Not only in Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, GCP also same. And next, elaborately we'll discuss what is how stages tasks will be created, and in executor, each task will be executed in the executor. The executor is nothing but a Java virtual machine. No? So based on that cluster size, so how many nodes are there based on cluster configuration, that how many cores are there in the cluster, that many tasks will be processed parallelly. That we will see in a separate video. We'll create a multi-node cluster, then how internally execution will happen, task will be executed, that we will see in some other video. Thanks for watching.